Welcome into the field house, ladies and gentlemen. Max Paulson and Jett Nelson here with you today. Jay's on a little bit of a vacation, so he's going to miss this episode and maybe the next one too. Not really sure when he gets back, but
I
for
think he
right
was
now,
gone for most of this week, so I think he's back by next Friday.
okay,
Wouldn't you
cool.
think? I mean,
Yeah. Well, I think we're going to also start recording on Tuesdays too and
that's
posting
right.
that if that works. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about when it comes to the Mavericks and the Stars. Um, we just got the news just a couple days ago that the Mavs and Stars are both going to be leaving the AAC. Was it by 2031? I think
Yes,
they're giving it
and
5 years.
that's luckily right after the Mavs' 50th anniversary. So I'm glad that they're at least able to celebrate that in the
Mm-hmm.
stadium that we know and love. But man, we're gonna really dive into this one. I'm glad that we are, because not only this is this a sports thing, this affects businesses across
Mm-hmm.
Dallas. This affects sports fans across the Metroplex. So while it's only impacting, two of our teams here, this is something that we're gonna feel throughout that next whole decade, economically, sports wise, and I think you mentioned it a little bit pre-show that going to Dallas is something that you only do a handful of times, part because we have a giant metroplex.
Yeah.
Glad to live here. It's except for the heat, awesome place. But going to downtown, like the two main reasons I ever went was because of the Dallas Stars and because of the Dallas Mavericks. I
Mm-hmm.
would take the TRE railway if driving and parking was ever an issue, and then I'd have a grand old time. But now, if you want to do that, you probably got to take two trains. The train dropping you off right at Victory Park or Victory Plaza, I believe is what it was called. It was just outstanding. There were so many ways to get there. Now it's a struggle to locate where the new stadiums. I mean, we know where they are. I guess we have maps now, but just the convenience to the fan is once again getting pushed to the side by big economic people within the business world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's really like there's restaurants in Dallas and other things, but like the AAC was one of the biggest parts of Dallas. I mean, people love the Mavs, love the Stars going to those games. It's always packed all the time. Traffic around there is always horrible
Mm.
because you have all these people parking in these lots and it takes forever to get around. But I mean, it's one of the biggest attractions in Dallas.
And when you think about it, that stadium isn't even 25 years old.
Mm-mm.
It's fairly new. It's built this century, 2001,
Yep.
if memory serves. And so that was the biggest head scratcher for me probably is what's wrong with the AAC?
Yeah, I don't know. I bet it just probably just boils down to money. I saw a lot of things saying, they don't want people, they want to build in an area where people aren't going to be going out to eat before the games. And, because there's a ton of restaurants right by the WAC in Dallas where it is. There's a ton of restaurants over there. They don't want people being like, oh, that stadium food's expensive. Let's go eat before
Mhm.
and then we can just enjoy the game. They want to make all the profit. They want you to come to the game and you're going to get hungry there, so you're going to eat there. You're not going to eat before, eat after. You're going to eat at the new stadiums. Um, I feel like that's probably the biggest reason for the shift. They want to get it out of a central, like really busy area where people can go do all sorts of stuff and just retain all the profits.
Yeah, the big sports term that you keep seeing for this is moving to the suburbs.
Mm-hmm.
Going to a place like Plano or more northern Dallas for the example of the Mavericks. And it kind of makes sense to me. I get wanting more space. I could almost see the vision of like kind of what Globe Life Field has currently, where
Mm-hmm.
you have Texas Live right there. You have a giant concourse kind of going around the stadium, even a bit of an open field, lots of parking. So I could kind of see that vision of really spacing things out, making it a bit more easier to the fan to get to the stadium, access the stadium, and things of that nature. But you know, having it in downtown, I mean, there's a lot more culture there. I feel like that's not going to get emphasized when all this
Mm-mm.
goes down. The statues. We have Mike Modano and Dirk Nowitzki, two heroes of DFW sports, and hopefully we move those. I don't know
I
how
mean,
moving
I'm sure they'll
statues
probably
works.
move them,
Yeah,
yeah, to
but
their respective places.
yeah, just
But
so many memories there. You know, yeah. Well, you're right on the money there. They're gonna do this because of the money, because the wealthier fan is now living in the Frisco, Plano area. Probably. I mean, there's wealthy people all over, but you know where they're going. They're going to that Frisco, Plano area up north. So I think they're just. It's all about how much money's in their pocket. But have you seen the numbers of what these moves could cost?
I've not.
I did a quick Google this morning. I knew we were gonna be talking about it, so I was like, what's kind of the ballpark of the spending here?" So number one, just getting that Valley View Mall area for the Mavericks there, 50 million just to buy the
Goodness.
land and have rights to the property. And then, well, we're not gonna know how much the actual building of the stadium will cost just yet. So I said, how much did the American Airlines Center cost? 420 million back in, the year 2000 or so, late 90s.
Jeez.
So, round up to inflation, 450 million. There's no way this stadium costs under 500 million, and I doubt the Stars are going to get a better deal over in Plano. These two teams are going to have to spend at least $500 million, which could be used for anything else, players, I mean, you name it. But
Mhm.
that's how much we're talking here. We're talking $500 million to do this. And so I guess that could really show Adelson and Dubon's intention of making the Dallas Mavericks a premier franchise in the NBA, saying kind of going for the stars there in the NHL. But man, I kind of wish, could we just keep $100,000, give that to players or some new draft picks, like So that's where my sports brain starts to go. But yeah, you
Mhm.
can definitely see the economic system kind of going through this.
Yeah, and I think the only positive from this is that, for the leagues, it makes it easier for scheduling for them because
Mm,
they don't have to worry about colliding dates with the Stars and the Mavs anymore. It's like, oh, the Mavs are going to be at home, so the Stars have to be on the road, or they have to have an off day. Like they both could be playing at home on the same days,
right.
um, which is good for the league, but sucks if you're a fan of both and want to go to both games because if they're happening at the same time, you're out of luck there.
Yeah, that would be
I
very weird to see. Oh, the Mavs are playing and the Stars are playing. Normally, that's only if one's on the road, one's at
Yeah,
home. You pretty much never see that. Yeah.
yeah. And I just it's weird now because I know the Stars or the Mavs are still gonna be in Dallas, but now you have the Cowboys, the Stars, the Rangers. I guess the Rangers are called Texas, but I mean,
Right.
let's be real, they're a Dallas sports team. Um, and then you have like the Mavericks as well. Now there's only one Dallas sports team that's in Dallas because the Wings are right here at UTA right now at least.
Are they
Um,
moving to downtown? The Wings.
I don't know. I think
I've
they're
I've heard
planning on moving
a convention center of some
something like
sort
that.
in the coming seasons, but
Yeah.
yeah, currently in Arlington.
But so it's like Dallas sports isn't even in Dallas really.
No. I mean, I guess I could kinda see that. I mean, like we've seen downtown Dallas, it is packed, it is crowded, lots of buildings. So,
Mhm.
like, the way stadiums kinda look nowadays, you need a lot of space, you need parking.
Yeah.
Parking garages kind of are going out of style, I think, somehow. I think people love a big, wide open parking area. And so, yeah, it's hard to boil this down to one thing, but it's just gonna feel weird and complicated to us sports fans. I mean, we just want to be able to see our team, not have to drive too far, enjoy the
Mhm.
experience. But you got to remember they're people in those people that wear the suits. They're the ones calling these
Yeah.
shots, and they're gonna get what they want. I mean, not that they're really throwing the fans out of the window, out of the picture, because the fans are obviously going to be a part of this. That was another thing, now that I really hone in on the fan perspective here, didn't the American Airlines Center only have about 21,000 seats?
I have no idea.
I could see this new stadium, plural, pushing closer to about 30,000 seats.
Mhm.
I mean, I can't imagine them building a stadium close to the size. If they're spending all this money, they're probably at least adding 9 to 10,000 seats for fans to watch the Mavs and Stars. So that's a positive we can try to spin on this. I mean, overall, it's a positive. I mean, you're going to talk about a facility meant solely for hockey,
Yeah.
solely
Okay.
for basketball.
It's 20,000 is the
20,000.
capacity. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I can't imagine them going less than 29, 30,000 seats.
Yeah. This could be good. I just wonder, like, if this affects like season ticket owners or holders in
Mm,
any way, like people that like it was already maybe a decent drive for them, and now moving to Plano or a different part of Dallas makes it even farther. Like how that affects how it's going to affect. I mean, income for
mm.
the two teams as well. Like I don't know. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
because
something
like
to look at.
if you look at so let's just try to do a little geography here. If you're living, let's say, kind of the western side of Fort Worth, what's that like, Azle? Azle's still a decent part of the Metroplex. You're talking the west side of Fort Worth. It already takes you probably an hour to get to downtown Dallas. Now you have to go north on 35, east on 635 to get to that Northern Valley View Mall area in North Dallas. You're probably adding 15, 30 minutes. That's hoping traffic's light.
And
And
traffic light in Dallas, whatever.
exactly.
The
So,
only time the only time the traffic is light in Dallas is when I'm going up to Odyssey in that 4 in the morning. The
yep.
only time that traffic is light in Dallas. There and then
Yeah,
coming back after.
that's pretty much the only good thing about those morning shifts. Otherwise, it is a Saturday
Yeah,
morning. You are up. You're
yeah,
ready to
it's
roll.
terrible. But um, yeah, Dallas traffic is. I mean, it's not as bad as Houston traffic though. As bad as
I,
Dallas traffic is,
I'll actually pick your brain on that. I've never really been deep into Houston traffic.
dude. I mean,
Don't they have a highway that's like 20 lanes across, 10 on each side?
I don't know.
I've
I mean,
heard about
I don't
that.
think I went on it though.
Maybe that's just a
But
TikTok thing.
just in like I I don't know if it's 10 lanes, but there was one, I think it was at least 6.
Oh wow.
But and it was still just full of cars. Um, and we couldn't move anywhere. We were stuck literally not moving for like 20 minutes. Um, not just like slightly moving. We just weren't moving.
Right.
Um, so I don't know. They're both really bad though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I at least the Mavericks aren't moving to Vegas.
That's
At least
that's a
they're
good point.
staying kind of close. They're staying in Dallas. Um, all the rumors of them moving to Vegas aren't happening yet. They're gonna at least be here, and I doubt any time in the distant future, because if you're building a new stadium, you don't want to leave within like 5-10 years.
Oh no, it
I
would
mean,
have to
even
be a
within
half
25.
century before they even think
Yeah,
about it again. And
yeah.
and I'm glad that you brought that up. I mean, that rumor swirled for a good, 3, 4 months when the Adelsons, took over the franchise.
Hmm.
But I just kind of never saw it. Like in other leagues where we saw the former Oakland Athletics kind of make that move into Vegas. And
Hmm.
then the Oakland Raiders, I feel like you got to be a bit more close to the Las Vegas scene in the area, kind of that Western United States.
Hmm.
Sure, we're a Western Conference team, but I don't know if I'd count us, part of the desert or California culture. So I feel like that move, even if they did that, obviously we're losing teams, so that would be very upsetting. But then I just don't think that would have been a good fit in Las Vegas. Would they be called the Las Vegas Mavericks?
Probably.
I don't know. Nothing about that sounded right
No,
coming out
the
of my
Vegas
mouth.
Mavericks doesn't have a good ring to it.
No,
Not at
they'd
all.
probably change it to the Las Vegas Spades or whatever, something
Yeah.
poker. So yeah, that just wouldn't. I don't think that would have been a smooth transition at all. Even for like, obviously none of these big sports transitions are smooth, but at least we can understand it. That one would have been out of left field. Really, just trying to money grab, just mess things up, be messy, as we like to say, our younger generation. They would just be messy in that situation. So yeah, I'm very glad they at least chose to keep it in city limits. I think we can work with that, and and you can also just be excited about what this new stadium will bring. Maybe 9, 10,000 more seats, a bunch of new restaurants. I mean, maybe Frisco and Plano's worth checking out a bit more, that northern Dallas area. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't go over there a whole ton, but maybe we should.
Yeah, I mean, I don't go to Dallas hardly ever anymore. Um, like my dad still works down there, but
Mm,
the only time I'm going there is when I'm going back home from Arlington, driving through Dallas, and it's always a horrible drive.
yeah.
Um, or sometimes go. There's some really good restaurants in Dallas, so we'll go there occasionally on a date. Me and the fiance. Also, congratulations! I saw about 1 year
Thank you,
marriage
sir.
for you
Yeah. Yep. That's
a couple days ago.
just having fun, man. Once you find your person, there's no complaints. You just each day is just always fun. It's never a dull moment. I was on the fan, and you're not gonna believe what I said. You know me. I'm able to
Oh
throw out
no.
some canon events there,
Uh-huh.
and I just go, "There's never a dry moment in our marriage." And of course, Fred Davis, kind of went off the rails with that, as you know. Technically, I was correct. It's dry as an event where things could be mundane or dull.
Mhm.
Dull was definitely a better word
Yeah,
to use
Dole would have
when
been a
talking
better
about your
word there,
marriage on the
especially
radio.
around Fred. Yeah. That's funny. Oh, man. Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about the NBA finals for just a minute
Absolutely.
here. Um, is the, when is game 2? Is it tonight?
Tonight at 7:30, I believe,
Okay.
still game 2 in San Antonio.
Yeah. Yeah, game 2. The Knicks, I called it last week. I said the Knicks were going to win game 1 because the Spurs are coming off this 7-game series. Knicks have had a lot of rest, and I mean you could see it on the court. You could see that one team's been rested for a really long time, and one team's um, coming off a 7-game series against the favorite of the entire league, probably to win um, the finals. And then they were getting beat up. Wemby was getting thrown around by everyone, um, and he still played really well. But you could just see that this was a little bit of a game that the Knicks had a big advantage in, but I think the Spurs are going to come in pretty nicely here these next couple games, take a commanding lead. I do
Yeah,
think now it could go maybe 6 games though.
Yeah, I'm definitely leading 6 or 7 with how that first game looked. I do gotta shout out Jalen Brunson. It looked like he got a little banged up there first or second quarter, but then you saw him just excel through the
Hmm.
fourth. You're talking about a warrior on the court there. Jalen Brunson is probably the reason. I mean, you got Cat, you got AJ Mitchell there in your front court, but I'm gonna say it. Jalen Brunson is the reason this if they do win the finals, it's because of him. He should be
Oh, for
finals
sure.
MVP. I mean, we're not saying anything too crazy there. But you do gotta shout out Cat. He finished that first game with, I believe, 18 points, 12 rebounds, and you could see him forcing Wemby to make a move, forcing Wemby to be more physical. Sure he's 7'3", but how much could he stand and guard the paint? Cat forced him to prove that, and I think Cat won that battle.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean Wemby still ended up getting 26 points, but only made 6 shots out of
Right.
he went shot 6 for 21. He had the shade treatment there, got 13 free throws.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, that's gonna be a key matchup there. Um, and then, yeah, I mean the Knicks are gonna live and die by Jalen Brunson. If Jalen Brunson's having a really bad game, not making anything, then it's gonna be a lot harder for them to win. I mean, he's the captain of the team. He's the centerpiece, if you will. Um,
I guess you got Josh
but
Hart, who could kind of step up in key
yeah,
moments. Bridges could step up, but
it's just so hard to win if your top player is not performing. I mean, we saw it in the games that the Thunder lost to the Spurs. Shade didn't have a great game, or Chad didn't have a great game, and then
maybe
man, I'm
Caruso
losing.
didn't hit as many threes.
Man, talk about Chet Holmgren though, man. What is it? What did he get? 2 points? He shot the ball twice
Yep.
in Game 7. I mean, he
I
must have
mean,
thought there was a Game 8.
and sure, everyone has some poor offensive nights. He just wasn't even getting his hand near the ball on defense either.
Mm-mm.
Just a tough watch at times.
I mean, that was like a Klay Thompson 0 for 11 type performance there by Chet.
Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
cat went a little crazy here.
I heard him.
All good now. So,
Love cats.
oh yeah,
You just have one?
I
You
got
have
2
multiple?
here. Yep,
You have two?
yep. I
Nice.
got. Well, you're gonna love this name. Trump is the orange one.
And now why am I gonna love that name, Jett?
It's just a funny play on words. You got an orange cat. Trump
Uh-huh.
is orange. You gotta love it. And then Athena is my black cat. Reese picked that one.
Okay. You picked Trump.
Well, yeah, I threw that idea out there, and Reese laughed at it.
That's
So
funny. That's funny.
sorry
We
for
got
the
two
brief
cats,
interruption
too.
there.
No, you're good. Love it. Love it. There's no format to these things. It's a podcast.
Yeah, that's true.
And I mean, I hear radio shows all the time get completely thrown off by random
Derailed.
jargon. So derailed, yeah. But there's a good time now to transition into some would you rather. A bunch of random questions. I mean, they range from all sorts of things. There's like maybe 1 or 2 sports things on here, and then the rest of them are just a whole bunch of random stuff.
That's the way
Yeah.
I like to do it. I mean, we get pretty sports heavy in the beginning, but let's have some fun. I'm sure the viewers would love it.
Heck yeah. All right. This first one, I'm going to start it off with a really good one. Would you rather have a personal theme song that plays whenever you enter a room or a laugh track that plays after everything you say?
And that's every single thing I say.
This is after everything you say.
So like, it wouldn't even be just like a joke. It would be like, the funeral will be Thursday. Laugh. Laugh
Yeah,
track.
like or like
So-
man, my parents, both of them just passed away. There's just some stupid Friends laugh track, and people are like, "What in the world? Why you have that?"
So that's rough.
Yeah.
Then you just have, man, personal theme song. Could I do like the Bulls intro 96? Like bam, 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 bam. To the floor, number 3, Jett Nelson. Like, okay, if we're talking that might be awesome. But like, say you're just walking into the library, say you're just walking into the office at 7 a.m. I don't know if we need that.
Yeah.
Maybe
I-
you do.
I don't know. It's like, could you control the volume on it, or like would it be
Yeah.
at a set? Like, would it be really loud, or like, I don't know. But I think it'd be really sick. Like, you walk into any room and you have like Hell's Bells, or like
Oh man.
or like Enter Sandman, like Mariano Rivera's
Oh my
bullpen entrance.
gosh, yes.
Something like that. Because I think I would a billion% rather have some sort of theme song, even if I'm going into a library, or even
Yeah.
just going to like a funeral or something like the other one, rather than having a laugh track play. Because like also like okay, there's a lot of situations that a laugh track would not be a good look.
So many.
I mean, one, something like at a funeral, laugh track, not great. You're up there talking about it, and then there's a laugh track over you.
Oh, could you imagine
bunch.
you're on the podium?
Yeah.
John was someone truly loved by everyone.
In bed.
Yeah.
That would be pretty awful.
Yeah, hard to get the dirty talk. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I mean, like in a meeting or something, or
Yeah.
like just like anything, or like, what if you were like, we're not in school anymore, but what if you're in school, like,
Oh yeah.
you're taking a test, and like you're just muttering to yourself, like, oh, what's the answer to this one? And then all of a sudden, everyone just hears a laugh track around you. It's like, yo, what's going on?
Then you get kicked out because of how testing is nowadays, and then
Yeah.
oh boy,
No, I think I'm gonna have to go with the personal theme song.
leaning the theme song as well. Yeah.
All right. Would you rather drink ketchup or eat a stick of butter?
Oh, I definitely, hand up, this is something I do. I am a buyer of Country Crock butter spread,
Uh-huh.
and it happens to me. I'm working on it. I probably need therapy, but I sometimes grab a spoon and sometimes eat some Country Crock butter by the spoon.
Are you serious? You
I
just
am
eat
s-
butter?
And
How much at a time?
If
Just
you get
one
one spoon,
Just one spoon?
just
Okay.
just a little
You're
treat.
not sitting there eating the whole tub of
No,
butter?
not like ice cream. Oh god, I can just imagine that. No, you just do a little spoon, eat your butter, and you put it down. I am working on that. I just had to confess it somewhere. Had to get that off the chest. So, I guess in terms of me being talented in that field,
Talented.
I
Oh,
I I
God.
would eat the stick of butter over just drinking the ketchup.
Yeah, I don't know. These are both two things, love ketchup, love butter when used correctly, like
Right.
dipping it in something or putting it on a burger or, using the butter to cook something or on toast or whatever. But I don't know. I think I would rather eat the stick of butter as well because ketchup just such a strong, like,
Yeah.
it'd be too much, I think, to drink ketchup. But although it doesn't say how much you have to drink, it
Oh,
does just
true.
say drink ketchup. So maybe I could just take one little slurp of it
Yeah.
and then
Like a Gatorade
we
bowl?
done. Oh, dude, that's insane. Oh man.
We gotta be sure to
Oh.
clip that too, me going
Oh, would you rather be permanently sticky or permanently itchy?
Yeah, this show's going sideways. So let me read that again. Permanently
Would
sticky or permanently itchy? Being itchy is just the worst. I
Have you
mean,
ever been sticky before?
sure, you get a little pancake syrup on you, but
But you'd be sticky everywhere.
oh, everywhere? That's
Well,
true.
probably. Or I guess, like, I don't know. Would it be like everywhere or would it just be one spot over and over again? Because it just
Mm.
says, would you rather be permanently sticky or permanently itchy?
Let's think just our hands. Your hand is
Oh.
permanently one of those sticky hands you used to get out of the claw machine. Remember those?
Yeah. Oh, geez. Okay.
So like every
No,
time you
because
grab the water, you're like trying to get rid of it. It's stuck
because
to you.
no, I think I'd rather I don't know because I hate being itchy, but I also really hate being sticky. Like when I have pancakes or something, I get syrup on my hands, I immediately have to go wash them. Or like if I'm somewhere, I gotta go wash my hands and get it off because I just cannot. If I go like this and my fingers are sticking together, I can't.
I mean, I don't think anyone just like has fun with it past the age of 5, but I feel like when it comes to being itchy, you got that bug bite. You just can't get rid of it.
Yeah, but they got like ointments for that though. Like
Yeah, true.
you can put a cream on it. I don't know if it would help in this situation, but I don't know. At least you can like scratch yourself and like give yourself temporary relief
You can't
when you
just like
scratch it.
rub
But
stickiness away.
yeah, if you're permanently sticky, I feel like even washing your hands won't do anything. You're just
Yeah.
always gonna be sticky. Um, I don't know.
Something about my gut just says like, don't be itchy.
Yeah.
Itchy just sucks.
Is
I
that
feel
what you're
like
gonna go with?
sticky. I think I'm going sticky. I'll be
You're gonna go
sticky.
sticky. I'll be itchy because
Okay.
I can find some relief in that. But all right, would you rather be able to read minds or see the future?
Read minds or see the future. I feel like this came up in our radio show once upon a time. Read minds or see the future. I'm gonna go read minds because if I saw the future, I'd become Brennan Sorsby. Let's be real. We'd be gambling left and right. We don't need an addiction this young into life.
But is it an
Let's.
addiction if you can see the future and know what's gonna happen,
I guess you're just
or is it
profiting
just your
straight up.
job?
Is it just? Is it just going into the office, placing some bets, making your money, and going home?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's.
Because
You
really,
can see the future.
when you have an addiction, it's usually something that hurts you.
You're getting the
But if you're
thrill.
going in and getting
Yeah,
everything right, you're not getting hurt by it.
yeah. You know what's up. You're just
Yeah,
like,
you
well,
know exactly what's happening.
as long as you pick the correct team or horse or what have you. I mean, you
Yeah.
should make your money and go home. But like, I guess you'd have to bet every day at a consistent level. Like, you can't just throw a million. I mean, I guess you could. You know it's gonna be right. I mean, or do you just kind of like do it every day? Let's throw $50, $50. Let's do a Kalshi, an underdog, a prize
And then you could
picks.
become famous on like TikTok, those guys that do DraftKings and prize picks.
Yep.
because you could obviously throw in some every now and then, or else you'd probably get arrested because they think you're like cheating and like
Yeah.
rigging the books. But you throw in some that are wrong every now and then, but you still have like an 80% hit rate, and people are like, "Yo, this guy's crazy,"
You could be
and
that
then
guy on Twitter like, "This is a lock, no doubt. I
and
know
then
it."
it's way under.
Way under.
Yeah. Yeah, back when I was doing prize picks, I would follow a couple guys and I would do their stuff. I had more success doing my own thing than listening to any of those guys. But I
Yep.
always see these people in the comments and they're like, "Oh yeah, man, I hit on so many of your things." And I'm like, "How?" Cuz I mean, I'm hitting on I'm not hitting on anything, but I'm copying the same exact things you guys are.
Exactly.
But
That's
yeah.
why my gambling usage didn't go very far either.
Yeah.
I didn't see the point.
Oh
Once I
man,
got past my bonus dollars or whatever you call it, I'm
yeah.
out.
When I went to Vegas, when we went to Vegas, I did not do very well there.
Yeah.
I only lost 80. I stopped myself before I got to 100, but
I did the 100. You wanna hear what I did?
yeah, sure.
It was about that early April area. So
Yeah.
you had the Rangers just starting. Rangers were in Chicago, and Jett in Vegas just thought, Let's take the Rangers, right?" So you take the Rangers, parlay it with this was Florida versus Houston in that March Madness
Yeah.
finals. So you stick with your Texas team. You take Houston in, or no, did I pick Florida? No, it was Florida. That's right. It was Florida. I didn't like. I've never liked Kelvin Sampson. I don't think he's the coach there for Houston. Different story for a different day. But I took Florida, and then the Rangers to win in Chicago. Florida took care of business. Florida got that national title, and then the Rangers go to Chicago, and I believe they lost 6-1. Sad day. It was cold in Chicago. I don't know why I thought the Rangers would be successful there. And that was 2025. No offense. Imagine a cold day. Yeah,
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
rough. Lost
But you got
$100
2
there.
hits in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just played. Well, I went to an actual blackjack table and the buy-in was 25, and so I gave her 25. I borrowed 5 from Jay cuz I only had 20s. And so I
Mm.
didn't want to go put in 40. And so he gave me $5 and I got one chip. I got 125 chip and immediately she flipped over for me 13 and I was like, this is the worst position ever.
Mm.
So then I ended up, I mean, I had to hit cuz she had like an 8 or
So
whatever and it's
yeah,
like
a
she just
10
needed
would have
5 to
crushed
get
you.
past me or 6 to get past me. And so then she flipped over a 10 for me and she took it and I immediately got up. Then I just
Yep.
went to the virtual blackjack for the rest of the time in penny slots. Um,
Yep.
but yeah, I think I'd rather be able going back to the question, I think I'd rather be able to read minds. And honestly, there's only one mind that I need to read, the fiance. I mean, if I know
Yeah.
everything that she's always thinking, then I'll know everything I always need to do because, Lord knows women are confusing.
Oh yeah.
No matter how long you've been with them, it's still sometimes hard to read them.
Yeah, like you start getting a little better. Like when they say they don't know what to eat, they
Hmm.
do. They're just
Yeah.
not saying it. I can't tell you why. Just go with Chick-fil-A. You can't go
Have you
wrong.
ever have you ever done the thing to Reese where you go, guess what we're going to eat tonight, and then you just go wherever she said.
That I need to try that. I have done the joke where it's like, we're gonna go where they make the food in front of you, and then it's like Subway.
Subway. That's
I have
good.
done that one. Still,
That's good.
that one doesn't work as well.
No, no, no. That one, she's still gonna be mad at you. But yeah, I think if like I just knew it was on her mind, like what she was thinking, I'd know the right things to say every time. I would be able to take her out to the right places, do the right things,
Mm.
do everything. You know.
Oh yeah,
So that'd be easy. I wouldn't even need to read anyone else's mind. But I mean, it
yeah.
would be helpful to read, your boss's mind maybe, or like someone else's mind. I don't know.
Right.
But
Yeah, I think I'm also gonna read minds there. Seeing the future takes the fun out of it.
exactly. Would you rather never be able to use social media again or never watch TVs and movies again?
Oh, let's cut social media. Something I should be doing already.
Agreed.
I guess now we're kind of like putting our work effort into social media, but yeah, that's always kind of been a goal of mine is like imagine just totally unplugging from that stuff. Movies I feel like can still be good. We've seen some serious pop culture movements in movies and TV.
Hmm.
shout out Euphoria that just ended. If you haven't seen it, go see that. That one's worth your time, in my opinion.
Is it
S-
really?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Bro, I just seen all the stuff with Sydney Sweeney as like an OnlyFans model. Like,
Now that is something the director decided to go way too far in my opinion. But the overall theme of the story, the madness that ensues, uh,
I
yeah,
would
the,
never
the third
pegged you.
season, the other two seasons, that problem wasn't an issue.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have recasted her, yada
I mean,
yada,
I've
but
never
no,
watched the second of Euphoria, so I wouldn't know.
right? So yeah, definitely that Sydney Sweeney got too much attention in this
I would
past
not
season.
I would not have pegged you as a Euphoria guy, a Euphoria
Oh man,
watcher.
yeah. Every Sunday night, I was locked in. Locked in.
I mean, I'm right there with you though. I forget social media. You know what? Um, if you're telling me I could never watch Infinity War, Endgame again,
Oh
or
yes.
Revenge of the Sith, or any of the Star Wars movies, or like Gilmore Girls, or
Or
any
like
of
Pulp
these sitcoms,
Fiction,
or like
or like just
yeah, like
classics.
any. If you're telling me I couldn't ever watch any of those again unless it was on IG Reels or something, or like on TikTok and I'm watching it like one video at a time,
Oh my goodness.
um, yeah,
Yeah, screw that.
yeah, I'd much rather would have TV and movies than social media. I would never see a funny video again, but I don't care.
Yeah, we could find comedy movies.
Exactly. There you go. Alright. This is maybe my favorite question on this entire list. Would you rather have your team win a championship, but your biggest rival wins the next 5, or you never win one, but your rival never wins either?
Man. So the best example I have, the rival I probably dislike the most would be the Houston Astros. As a Texas Rangers fan, see if you imagine, let's just keep it to 2023 standards. Texas wins that 2023 World Series. It's amazing. They're still trying to keep Josh Sorbs on the team. We won't dive into that. But man, then you see Houston just rattle off the next 5. It's like, you just mentioned Endgame there. It's like, I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the power to do it. The little Thanos.
That's
Was that? Oh, hold on.
that's The Force
Iron.
Awakens.
Wait, no. Is that something totally different? I thought
That
that
was
was
The Force
Endgame.
Awakens with Kylo Ren and Han Solo. He's holding the lightsaber, and Kylo Ren's like, I know what I have to do, but I don't know how I have the strength to do it. Then he kills Han Solo.
Well, I'm gonna stick to sports. I
That
apologize.
was actually crazy.
That was a
Thanos
bad
just says, he
reference.
says, he says, I am inevitable, bro. What are you talking about?
Oh gosh. So, in conclusion of all that, yeah, you got to go with probably no championship. Just watching your rival take 5, totally owning you with your 1. I think you got to see neither. Try again.
Yeah. Like I have the same feelings, but I hate the Eagles more than the Astros. The Astros are a
Mm,
very close second, but just everything about the city of Philadelphia is just awful to me. They burn their city down, win or lose.
yep.
Um, and if I saw the Eagles, I mean, we've already had to sit through the Eagles winning 2 Super Bowls since like I've been watching football. And they've sucked. They've been painful. So I can't imagine the Cowboys finally getting that Super Bowl win that we've been waiting for, and then the Eagles just completely ruin it all and win 5 in a row.
A 5-peat. Oh my
I
goodness.
mean, they break an NFL record. They have the most Super Bowls in NFL history.
And
I
then you're
I
probably
I
getting
can
swept by Philly each
yeah,
year. I mean,
I couldn't imagine it. It would be terrible. So I gotta go. I'll never see the Cowboys win a Super Bowl. I don't care as long
yeah.
as it keeps the Eagles from winning 5 in a row.
Just an NFC title. Let's go
Yeah,
there.
there you go.
Let's
NFC. Just make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. But all right. Got one more here. Would you rather be able to pause time or rewind time?
Rewind time seems pretty easy here. You make that mistake. Whoops. Let me just go back and fix that. What was the first option again?
Pause time.
Pause time. So you could, I guess, catch the mistake before it happens. But what would you do when time's paused? You're just, like, chilling there? I don't
There's a lot of things you could do in times paused. You could, like if you're a bank robber, you could pause
Yeah,
time, just clean them out, and then unpause time. They wouldn't know what happened.
yep.
Don't know why that's the first thing my mind gravitated to. I'm not a bank robber, but with the economy today, though. But just kidding,
Yeah.
just kidding.
I
Um,
guess you could try to think of a good thing to do when time is paused. You could go, clean the house right before people are coming over. "Oh,
yeah,
shoot. Forgot to
and
do
you're like,
that. Let
oh,
me just"
dude, the in-laws they're early. They're early. They're supposed to be here in an
"Pause,
hour.
pause. Time out, time out."
um,
That should be the
yeah.
way to do it too. You have to do, like you have to run down you have to, like, run across your house, time out, and then
Yeah, I don't know, but rewinding time, I mean, you could become the greatest at anything if you
Oh, yeah.
rewind. Like, you could become the greatest baseball player of all time easily. Like, you could literally just see a pitch, rewind time, and know exactly where it's gonna be and line your swing up for it, and if you don't make good contact, just rewind time again, and then until you get on base.
Yep. I guess you could think about, like, a limit to it, maybe twice like should it be like ABS challenges twice a day? Should it like, okay, we gotta cap it somewhere, but yeah, if you're right, if it is unlimited, rewinding time is the
Yeah,
goat.
that's an easy choice. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for us here today, though. Thank you, Jett, for joining me. Jay
Absolutely.
should be returning with us pretty shortly here, coming up this next week. But whenever you're watching this, have a great rest of your evening. This has been the Field House. We'll see you next time.